latest scene of a massive immigration raid. Heavily armed federal agents on horseback and in military vehicles descend. But as Laura Diaz shows us, things ended differently this time.
This is an overreach of your authority.
By 11:10, there was tanks and all this. They got tanks all through here. They got the white vans. They got the trucks. They got all this out.
About 10:30 Monday morning, heavily armored Border Patrol officers with a fleet of vehicles and some on horseback descended on MacArthur Park. This is the heart of the immigrant community, just 2 miles from downtown LA. Sky Fox was overhead as the operation kicked in. Our Fox 11 photographer, Sam Dubin, on the ground, recording the dramatic scene. Immigration agents in military green carrying rifles. Neighbors and community activists rushed to the park, challenging those in the action. Children were scurried from the urban park.
The military pointed their guns at us and they were screaming at us, cursing to get the out of there.
Among those arriving on the scene was LA Mayor Karen Bass, flanked by security and in a crush of people pushing for the operation to end. Our camera caught her on the phone, pleading with officials to stop.
You're getting ready to leave? Okay, please, can you leave ASAP? My comment is they need to leave, and they need to leave right now.
Soon after, the operation ended, reportedly with not one undocumented person taken into custody. A couple of hours later, a news conference was called at LA City Hall with the mayor surrounded by community activists and city council members denouncing the raid. Fox News spoke exclusively with Border Patrol Chief Gregory Bavino, who had tough words for Bass.
The federal government is not leaving LA. I don't work for Karen Bass. The federal government doesn't work for Karen Bass. We're going to be here till that mission's accomplished, as I said, and better get used to us now because this is going to be normal very soon.
He's calling for you to get used to it. What is your response?
I'm not going to get used to it. I'm not going to get used to it because last I checked, I was elected to be mayor of the city. That did not include a federal takeover. So either you believe in democracy or you don't.
These protesters in Mexico City say cross-border migration is changing their country's capital for the worse. Over the last decade, an influx of mostly American so-called digital nomads have moved here to work remotely and also enjoy a cheaper cost of living. Protesters say the newcomers have driven up rents beyond the reach of locals.
If they're going to live in a country, they have to contribute to that country. The first and simplest issue is legal migration. They come here with visas or no visas, and still the change in purchasing power generates these problems of gentrification and displacement.
I'm here because gentrification is just one more step towards colonization, dispossession, and the exploitation of our resources. Right now it's about the people, but it won't be long before they run out of oil, water, or lithium in other countries and come and take them from us.
Many Americans in Mexico are able to still receive high salaries in dollars from U.S. companies by working on laptops from their apartments.
The government is directing its public policies towards people with higher purchasing power, often illegally displacing local populations who have lived in these neighborhoods for 40, 50, and we have even documented cases of up to 60 years.
No! No!
Can't make this stuff up, y'all. This y'all's most great daily dollar short news, man. Live and direct, we ride for respect. Smash the like, the share, the subscribe, all that old good stuff so you be tuned into the latest and the greatest. Hit the notification bell. Salute to all the new subscribers, man. We bike. We right back like we never left, man. And on today's topic, we are talking about Mexico having a civil unrest. This time in Mexico, civil unrest. I keep getting tongue-tied today. They don't want United States citizen in their country, causing gentrification. The rents done run up 20%, They started tearing up restaurants and white-owned businesses and black-owned business. Any type of American business in Mexico, they don't want it there, y'all. Y'all need to get up out of there. Y'all don't know how to speak Spanish. You don't speak the language. you have to go. You know, the same problems that they face in Mexico, you know, we've been facing in the United States for decades. Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? I mean brown. I mean, seriously though, I'm not even joking. I'm being dead ass right now. Like, that's the same problems America's been faced and plagued with for years. So ain't that pot calling the kettle blaze, man? They having a civil unrest. They breaking windows and tearing stuff up because they don't want American people invading their country. But they've been invading the United States for decades. Also, they don't want Guatemalan people there, El Salvadorian people there. And they're being discriminated against as well. But they feel like the ICE raids is unconstitutional. You can't make this stuff up, man. You know? This is your host, Most the Great Day Late Dollar Short News, man. Live and direct with Ride for Respect. We out.